Thank you very much. It's a very sad day for, in my opinion, the country. A New York State judge just ruled, and he's crooked as you could get, and a lot of people expected something like this, but not for the amount. But this is a very dishonest man. This is a man that's been overturned already on this case 4 times. But a crooked New York State judge just ruled that I have to pay a fine of $355 million for having built a perfect company. Great cash, great buildings, great everything. It affects New York. It's mostly talking about New York, where we have a totally corrupt attorney general. She campaigned on the fact that I will get Trump, I will get Trump. Everybody's seen it. Letitia James, they've all seen it. Well, we'll be appealing, but more important than that, this is Russia, this is China, this is the same game. It all comes out of the DOJ, it all comes out of Biden. It's a witch hunt against his political opponent, the likes of which our country has never seen before. You see it in third world countries, banana republics, but you don't see it here. So I just want to say this. You build a great company. There was no fraud. The banks all got their money, 100%. They love Trump. They testified that Trump is great customer, one of our best customers. They testified beautifully. And the judge knows that. He's just a corrupt person. And we knew that from the beginning. We knew it right from the beginning because he wouldn't give it to the commercial division. This judge thought Mar-a-Lago is worth $18 million and it's worth anywhere from 50 to 100 times that amount. So we realized that. He ruled against me before he even got the case. He ruled against me. He said I was guilty. He didn't know what I was guilty of before he even got the case. And Letitia James, that's another case altogether. She's a horribly corrupt attorney general, and it's all having to do with election interference. These are radical left Democrats. They're lunatics, and it's election interfering. So I just want to thank you for being here. We'll appeal. We'll be successful, I think, because, frankly, if we're not successful, New York State is gone. People are moving out of New York State, and because of this, they're going to move out at a much faster rate. They used a statute. It's a consumer fraud statute that's never been used for a thing like this before. They used it on me because I'm running for president. I'm beating Biden by a lot. We're beating not only the Republicans, we're beating Biden by a lot. The poll came out today, we're up 20 points on Biden. If I weren't running, none of this stuff would have ever happened. None of these lawsuits would have ever happened. These are corrupt people. These are people that shouldn't be allowed to do the things they do. And they're using this as weaponization against a political opponent who's up a lot in the polls and always will be, because I'm competing with a man who can't put 2 sentences together, who doesn't know what he's doing. And we're heading into a third world war because of this guy. We have to win this election. They're doing everything possible to step in our way, but we're not going to stand for it. So thank you very much. We will get back to work. It's a ridiculous award. Listen, a fine of $355 million for doing a perfect job. This is Russia, this is China, this is what you've been reading about all your lives, and it's happening right here in our country. Thank you very much. We will stop it. We will make America great again. You have my word. Thank you very much.
President Trump, do you
sell
plan
any
to
of the
use
assets
political
to pay for
donations?
this verdict? Do you plan to sell anything?
Today, justice has been served. Today, we prove that no one is above the law. No matter how rich, powerful, or politically connected you are, everyone must play by the same rules. We have a responsibility to protect the integrity of the marketplace. And for years, Donald Trump engaged in deceptive business practices and tremendous fraud. Donald Trump falsely, knowingly, inflated his net worth by billions of dollars to unjustly enrich himself, his family, and to cheat the system. Donald Trump may have authored the art of the deal, but he perfected the art of the steal. This long-running fraud was intentional, egregious, illegal, and he did all of this with the help of the other defendants, his 2 adult sons and senior executives at the Trump Organization. And so, after 11 weeks of trial, we showed the staggering extent of his fraud and exactly how Donald Trump and the other defendants deceived banks, insurance companies, and other financial institutions for their own personal gain. Today, We are holding Donald Trump accountable. We are holding him accountable for lying, cheating, and a lack of contrition, and for flouting the rules that all of us must play by.
Donald Trump, his sons, and his entities were found to have committed fraud, and the judge fined them almost $355 million. In addition, he banned Donald Trump from serving as an officer or director of any New York corporation for 3 years, and Don Jr. and Eric for 2 years. This is a staggering fine. The New York Attorney General asked for $370 million, and the judge got almost all the way there. Really, the only win for Trump was that his business licenses weren't canceled, but the judge did order the continuation of an independent monitor and forced the entities to hire a director of compliance before they can submit any financial records to anyone. They have to be approved by those individuals. And of course, the bans on being an officer, director of a corporation are really going to hurt Trump and his family's involvement in any New York business. This is a New York case, so this order just applies to New York. Trump and his family members, they can still conduct business in Florida, other states, even other countries. And it's also just a civil fine. That means no one's going to jail, although this is going to be a significant hit to Donald Trump's pocket. This is a unique case. It's rare for the Attorney General to go after someone, but Trump is no ordinary defendant. This is someone that has thumbed his nose at our civil and criminal justice system. And it's really his antics in the courtroom that caused Judge Engoron to slam him and fine him so much. And really, if we take a step back, this was all initiated by former lawyer Michael Cohen. There's no question that Donald Trump is a target of state and federal prosecutors, and a lot of people, including voters, believe that Donald Trump is being treated unfairly. But selective prosecution is not a legal defense unless it's for some constitutionally prohibited purpose, such as race or religion. The example is if I'm speeding and I'm pulled over, I can't say, well, these other individuals are speeding and they're not being ticketed or cited.